I'd like to tell you about something that happened to me at the weekend. This time of year, people often clear out their garden in the UK because you get a lot of dead wood. And I've got quite a big garden, and on Sunday I was doing some work in my garden, and I got a new axe, a hand axe for chopping wood. And so I was chopping down an old dead... Oh, what happened then? Why did it make that noise? Sorry.
Noise from
Sorry?
sounds from...
Oh, it wasn't from here?
Yeah.
Please could you put your mobile on silent? Thank you. Okay, I'll start again. So on Sunday I was clearing out my garden and I had a new axe. A very beautiful new axe that I just bought last week. And I was chopping down this dead wood from the tree in my garden. There's an old apple tree. And the apples are not good anymore. And so I was chopping down some dead wood. And after about half an hour, I went inside to have a cup of coffee. And I left the axe outside. And I was only inside for about 20 minutes. And when I came back out again, I couldn't find my axe. It wasn't there in the garden. And I looked around for it, couldn't find it. And then I noticed in the next garden, our neighbour's son, he's a young man, and I noticed that he was acting strangely. He was moving in a strange way. He looked at me, but he looked at me in a different way than before. And I thought, while I was inside the house having my cup of coffee, he must have come in the garden and taken my axe. I think he must have stolen his axe. And I thought, what do I do? You know, this young man next door has come into my garden, you know, my neighbour's son, and he's stolen my axe. I just hesitated. I thought, I can't, what do I say? You know, I mean, what would you do in that situation? Yes. He might attack me.
No, I think that first of all I will be sure if it is true that he has stolen my axe. And if it is true, I will talk with him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Talk to him.
Talk to him, yes.
What would you say?
I mean, first of all, you have to be completely sure that he has stolen your axe, because you can't go to his house, hey, give me the axe, and maybe it's not true. But if you are really sure,
Yeah, well, I
I
was.
will say, sorry, I know that you have stolen my axe, please, my axe, can you give me back?
Well, he didn't have the axe in his hand, but there was something about the way he was acting.
If I were you, I would lie to him the next door.
I would lie to him.
Yeah, lie. It's something.
Lying.
Yeah, but what?
I have CCTV on my garden.
CCTV.
Yeah, so I find the.
But I haven't got CCTV.
Just right.
No, but he can see. There's no camera on my house.
But it's kind of hidden camera.
Yeah.
I have CCTV, so.
Are you serious? I should tell him I've got a hidden camera in my garden.
No, I think it's just right to convince my opinion.
Do you agree?
Maybe
What would you do?
just maybe just have a discussion with him.
What do you think that I did?
Call police.
You think I called the police?
Yes. Maybe I think you can tell the police and use it to detect the footprint. If somebody go to your garden, maybe somebody will left his footprint
So I should call the police and ask them to check the footprint and neighbour's son's footprint. Yeah, do you think so? Would you do that? What do you think I did?
Looks like proof.
You think I bought a new one? Nothing. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I was just about to say something to him when I noticed there on the ground was my axe. Just where I had left it. I'd forgotten that I'd put it on that stone. And when I looked again at my neighbour's son, he was looking quite normal. And his face was just the same as always.
Hey, lovely. Come on. It's serious. It's like
Do you believe this story really happened to me? Do you think it's a true story? No? I think some of you know this story, don't you? This is a popular story from China. You know this story. Have you heard that story before? It's a Chinese story. It's a very short story. I'll tell you the Chinese story. It's very short. There was a man, and one day he was chopping wood in his garden. The next day he came to chop wood and he couldn't find his axe. He looked around, but he couldn't find it, and he noticed his neighbour's son. And his neighbour's son seemed to look at him strangely. He thought his neighbour's son had stolen his axe. He was angry. But just when he was about to accuse his neighbour's son, he saw his axe just in the place where he had left it. And when he looked at his neighbour's son again, his neighbour's son behaved in a normal way. It's very traditional Chinese story.
It's, to be specific, it happened in about shampoo. Yeah. And there are 4 people in the family, and parents, 2 parents, and there's another housemate in the room from China. And we've all got each of shampoo for washing my hair and
just simple.
one day.
It's just simple. So, why do you think the roommate's name is shampoo? Okay, so do you think it's like someone may not easy to trust or someone is easy to trust?